What do you mean your legs hurt?
My legs hurt.
You tired?
I walked a lot.
Yeah, it was a long day. A long day. Tired.
Tired.
So I've been looking at some of the comments of people, and most people are just making sure that we're okay. I'm with the man, the myth, the legend, Kash and Kelly.
What's going on, everybody?
And I'm watching the garbage fire that is Joe Biden's dossier on what, calming the nation down and making it seem like it was doom and gloom. And yes, it seems as though a woman has been shot, which was really, really odd. Did you ever see that happen at a BLM rally?
Bro, that was messed up.
At a door, and that's weird. So to people going that this was, I saw somebody in a post say it was white privilege what was done at the Capitol today.
No. It made it seem like black people had privilege, to be honest with you, because they shot a white woman in the neck through the door. Didn't even care. And she wasn't even doing nothing illegal like the other side would do. I do want to be very clear, though. I saw some people saying that it was bad actors and Antifa was the one that stormed the Capitol. I will be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it was Trump supporters. We were pretty close. They were Trump supporters, so I will be totally honest. Was there Antifa in the group or bad actors? Maybe. But honestly, that reporting to me, I think I didn't. That was straight up BS. There was no Antifa out there. None. Zero. None.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see any. And honestly, so throughout the day, I was getting messages saying that the crowd was smaller than expected, is what they saw on TV, which is also a complete and utter lie. It was well over 1 million people. And the more we talked to people, the size of different areas, I believe some people even thought it was over 2 million. Regardless, 1 million would be a small estimate what was there. So anybody that tells you different is wrong.
Bro. Wait till I share these pictures that I got. You'll see. It stretched back as far as the eye can see. That's how many people were there.
And I don't think it is the A name. I think I already said it, but I don't think they're disguised as Trump supporters. They really weren't. Honestly, it was a bunch of angry patriots. And this is what I want to take you guys through. This is what happened.
Why I know it wasn't them? Because nobody got violent.
Yeah, and people are saying they, look what was done. They broke the law. They did. They trespassed on federal property that is partially owned by the taxpayer, which is us. And I will tell you that we were in the front 10 set of people the whole time. You guys saw some of the live, and there was nothing but USA chanting. There was a couple people saying F this, F that. There was no pushing forward. There was no intention to storm the Capitol. There was none. I was with those people. And then flashbangs started, and I know people are going to say, well, what do you think happened at the BLM rallies? I get it. But this is the one time that there was a true, quote-unquote, peaceful protest on quote-unquote, our side. And fact is, the flashbangs started. They were getting thrown to the crowd. Kash got hit in the hip with a little shrapnel. Yeah. We had tear gas being thrown at us before it was even violent.
Which it did not get violent. Even after, it did not get violent. No police officers got hit. No, nothing like that. Now,
there's some people say that people that went into the Capitol said that it could have been Antifa. Look, based on what I saw, I'm going to be honest. I don't think it, because I was close to the front. I did not see anything that seemed to be that way. Now, also, the crowds, when shit started to get real, were also still really peaceful. Alex Jones was 30 feet, 40 feet away from us, telling us to go around the building and telling us to go where Trump was supposed to be and supposed to be talking. So what you're seeing Biden saying, it was pretty miraculous that with 1 million people walking up to a building with the violence incited by the police, and I'm going to say that the police were, in my opinion, doing the jobs that they were told to do. They have a family, they have orders, and they had to follow it. And unless all 100% of the police go, nope, let them go, they're doing their job. So I wasn't one of the people yelling F the police. I think that's stupid. They were put in an incredibly bad situation, plain and simple. And the crazy thing is, when we saw the flashbangs going off and when we saw people getting hit with, what is it called? Pellets. It was like paintballs. Right. Yeah. They were getting hit with those. I saw two things that bothered me. I saw 2 water bottles thrown, or either a can or a water bottle. 2 by 1 million people. Not okay. I'm not saying I think 0 is okay, but 2
after they got hit with flashbangs.
Pellets
and we were up front. All of us got up there early. They were spraying riot rounds into the crowd on people that weren't even in the front. They weren't even located up near the area where you cross a boundary. They were just spraying into the crowd towards, maybe an hour into it, 45 minutes into it. I find that unreasonable.
So, don't believe the hype.
Yeah, and I did see the pictures, and I think Casey even shared it with me that there were some Antifa members that took pictures. Okay, was there maybe a couple? Sure. But the general people that broke through the building, they were angry.
I don't know who was inside.
Trumpers.
I couldn't tell
no,
you.
I have no idea. No idea who was inside.
So,
but let's see. Horn guy broke his, I don't know what that. Yeah, so yeah, there was a couple people with those tattoos. But ultimately, again, they're making this out. I think they called it, Biden called it a mob. All these different Here's the other thing. It was partially, to this point, successful. What's the point of a protest is getting your voices heard. And guess who's not fully in session on the day they were supposed to be ratifying the Electoral College votes? Facts. So if anybody wants to take note on this, that's called the way protests are supposed to work. Now, breaking through the walls of the Constitution, the Constitution, breaking through the walls of Congress, etc., I don't believe in. I get that. And yes, there's a 6 o'clock curfew. It did get violent. It didn't look horrible. Here's the thing. It never really got violent. There was a little bit there. Apparently, there was some fighting with police. Compared to the number of people, you look at a typical BLM protest. When it turns to a violent protest / riot, you're looking at 5,000 people or less, and hundreds of people are starting the fights in those or burning a building down. They actually managed to get into the house, and legitimate people are saying, but they were, oh my God, they broke into their offices. Yet nothing was done. They literally were occupying. They might have taken a pen.
I don't think they took a pen.
They were occupying.
Kind of like they did an entire city. Oh my God.
Yeah. And this was done temporarily on the day of a very specific event in American history that we believe is a sham.
And then everybody left.
I got a fun fact for you, too. I met a few Proud Boys today, and I've been hearing a bunch of random stuff.
You're about to get your video taken down.
A bunch of P-Boys? I can't even say that?
No, peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly time. Anyways, we'll see what happens. I don't know if there's so many videos out today, I probably won't be able to find this one. But fact is, every single peanut butter and jelly I met, nicest human beings on the planet. Towards gay people, black people, Asian people. I literally did not, and they're to me.
Some of them are gay, black, Asian people.
Super weird. Blasian. Glasia Bayesian.
Yep.
Yeah. What was the one thing I was going to say? Oh, the other thing, we saw somebody videotaping on the way back that had Black Lives Matter on the back of their shirt, right?
And nobody beat them up.
They were doing an interview. They had anti-police, anti-Trump. They were left completely alone. So these are the only counter people I saw, and nobody cared, because what has become of the movement, I keep saying this last couple of days, we are actually what is known as liberal, oh God, I can't even use my brain.
Constitutional liberals.
Thank you. Constitutional liberals. That's what the Republican Party has become. That's what actually specifically Trump supporters have become. We are liberals. The Democrats are no longer liberals. The concept behind a liberal is so disappointed with the outcome. So disappointed with the outcome. You shouldn't be. You're disappointed with the outcome because of what you're seeing on TV. This was a successful protest. No damage was truly done to a building. They broke in the door. I don't agree with that. But at the same time, there's no fires. There's all these people. There is nothing done except for exactly what the goal and mission was. And there was no intention to break through the doors of the building until it got violent from the other end.
Facts.
Successful.
Facts.
So ultimately, the numbers were lied about. The media saying it was a mob and it was a horrible group of people. It really wasn't.
Can you believe that? The media actually lying to the people. We were there firsthand. That was not even speculation. We were there firsthand. We seen how many people were there. We seen it. We seen exactly what happened, why it happened, how it happened. But they're reporting it completely different.
I wouldn't doubt that she died, by the way. I saw the video. It wasn't good. Who started it? I don't agree with any violence.
I'm going to call it. I'm going to tell you who started it. The people that was in riot gear up there on the Capitol that started throwing stuff down at Americans that were just protesting. They started it. I don't even want to call them cops. I don't feel like that was right at all.
Actually, that would have been the National Guard. They were mayor forced to do it.
They weren't National Guard.
They weren't?
No, they
where
were
was the National Guard?
U.S. State Capitol Police.
They were forced to be there. But I'm going to tell you, I've seen a lot of the comments coming through my page from supporting people and then people that said that we were doing something bad and stupid by being down there and being a part of it, which, if anybody understands our rights in the Constitution, we were doing exactly that. We weren't hurting anyone. That was the other thing. You know when you're in a group of people, like say at a concert, you got a bunch of people, and like people go, oh, and they bump into you, and it starts a fight? Not a single thing like that today. It was all a bunch of people that were actually decent.
Helping each other.
Decent to each other. Yeah, it was, and there was somebody we think might have passed away that was, they had a heart attack during one of the flashbangs. Again, like all these things are bad things that happened today on one of the greatest probably events in American history. And I know that some of my friends that have been throwing shade at me all day are going to go like, I can't believe you feel this way. And and they also said, but you can't deny the videos because they're out there, even if it's mainstream media. I'm going to tell you, if you take a 3-second clip or a 30-second clip after an hour of agitation, it's gonna look bad.
Create your own context.
And what I'm going to tell you, when I talk on the BLM or the AFIF's protest, when I see those, I'm usually watching. I'm not watching clips from Fox News or watching clips. I'm watching live footage from different media bloggers. So I'm going to ask you guys, if you don't think that the mainstream media can literally find the right angle for the right clip to make it look bad, did it get bad? Yeah, I want to keep saying that. It was not perfect. It did not end perfectly. But for what happened today, that was a pretty impressive outcome. Yeah, I think that's
I'm proud of you, America. All you guys that were watching that were right there with me, with us, proud of you. Thank you for being patriots and standing up. I appreciate it. And we ain't stopping. All right? Know that.
Yeah, we might do another live later. We're going to get some food. I just want to give you guys a heads up. We are all okay. Let's see. What else we got? No, we can't say that. No national capital. Okay, so it was they didn't want troops on the Capitol grounds. Just kind of read through a couple comments before I wrap up. Media was just horrible. Yeah, watching the text come in was just ridiculous. I'm like, I'm literally looking at it. It's not happening. And then people are, I'm like, I'm there. I was here. I was watching it. I literally am telling you that everything you're saying I was at the front of the group looking back is a complete and utter lie. Complete and utter lie. So, do the best you can to discern for yourself. And I would say share this video because it's trying to give the best information possible. And to all the people that are super mad at me, because I did this, I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. Straight up. Same.
Yeah, I'm going to look back in about 30 years and say that I was here on the first day that the Capitol building was breached. And possibly rightfully so. In my opinion. That's all I got. You want to do it? Oh, they found 2 pipe bombs. That's interesting. Yeah, there's some stuff going on around the city.
That was probably from the Kankifa.
Yeah. I could tell you it wasn't the other side. It was definitely not the other side. Let's end it right because it was a long day.
Unite. Don't fight. Be a street light because only you can be the change that you wish to see in the world. And when you get too stressed out, remember to pray, America, because without God, everything falls apart.
Woo!